Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining in. Welcome to our Monday live tarot session. Welcome, everyone, wherever you situate yourself in the world. Good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon. And thank you so much for being here. This is a live tarot session. And we're members only can get a personal tarot reading. So if you're interested in getting a tarot reading, join membership. Either click the join membership in the chat. The link is pinned. You can just click that to join, and then you're good to go. You can ask your question and get a tarot reading, or you can click the join button down below. If that's something you're interested, we would love to have you. We would love to have you join the community. All right. Another thing here, I'm doing something a little different. Most of you that watch my weekly money and career readings, I always ask for a magic word, and I say I will give one free tarot reading. And I haven't given the names in the past couple of months. I think I owe you at least 3 or 4, so I'm going to go with 4 free tarot readings. Now, here's how we're going to do this. It's going to be a little different than what we usually do. I know this is a Monday, so there might not be too many people coming in, but we're going to do this on a Monday, on a Friday, and a Sunday, because I come on live for live tarot readings every Monday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, more or less. Every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, Monday and Friday can vary depending on my schedule. I have to be flexible. So Monday and Friday, the hours might fluctuate. And Sunday is 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So what I am going to do, those 4 free tarot readings, I am going to ask subscribers that are interested in getting the free tarot reading, that have all the notifications. I have to see that they are subscribers, right? Can't just pop in. I have to see that you're a subscriber and that you have all the notifications, right? I can see it in the in your name if you have all the notifications as a subscriber, right? You can't be a hidden subscriber. You can't be, I have to see that you're a subscriber. So you can pop yourself in the chat. And if there's no winner today, there's no winner today. We will continue whenever I come on lives. And then until we get the 4 readings, there's just 1 per live. So if that's something you're interested in, join us in the chat, as long as you're a subscriber with all the notifications, and you can give me the magic word from your weekly tarot reading, right? Whatever zodiac sign you are, there's a magic word at the end of each reading. If you can give me the magic word from your zodiac sign, or a magic word, right? Then you can put yourself in the running for a free reading during lives. All right, so that being said, hi everyone. I'm babbling already. Hi Gemily, how are you? Non-members only. Yes, guys, we'll do something else, okay? Yes, that's just because I haven't given it out yet, and so yes, non-members only. We will do something else. Hi Kevin, how are you? And hi Gemily. So yes, so if there's no one, it's okay. I will do that for each live, because just felt it was something new to do and change things up a little bit. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone is well on this Monday. Another fabulous day here in paradise, of course. Not so bad where I am. Not so bad. It's a lovely day. It's been lovely weather, so can't complain here. I don't know how it's going to be, you know, going further, but so far so good. It's a beautiful day. How are you guys doing? How is your Monday? How is your week? How's your week starting? Good vibes, everyone? Good vibes? All right. Did you vote, Kevin and Gemma? Did you vote for your for a deep dive? You guys, did you vote for the deep dive? I put up a poll for members only. Oh, sorry about that, Gemma. Yes, voted. Voted. Okay. Tracy, did you vote? Well, Tracy, you're Scorpio. You already got a deep dive. You guys voted? Okay, good. All right. Now, I think a lot of these polls, it's going to be members only. I would like you to give your energies, you to give your opinion, right? So I'm going to start doing a lot of polls for members only. And yes, we are going to do, we're going to start doing members only lives. I don't know when I'm going to do this, though. Maybe it's, well, I'm figuring it out. Okay, I'll keep you posted, guys. There's some new things coming down the pike for members, and so I'll keep you posted. I'm working on it right now. Yes, Tracy, Scorpio is already up. You have there's a deep dive Scorpio. I don't know if you I don't know if you were able to see it yet, but check it out if you haven't yet. All right, I'm just shuffling cards here. Since it's not too many people, guys, no, that's okay. Are you at the supermarket again, Kevin? I'm waiting for a few more people to come in. Are you at the supermarket? Are you at the supermarket again? Big thumbs, okay. Oh, you guys are funny. Yeah, let's see if anybody else comes in. If you are watching outside of the chat, guys, welcome in. Come on in the chat, join us. And even if you're not interested in a tarot reading, and even if you're not interested in joining membership, all that good stuff, join us live. Anybody can join us in the chat. The more energies, the better. We would love to have you in the chat. We would love to have your energy. So please join us during our lives. Don't be shy, guys. Don't be shy. We are, it's a beautiful, positive community here. And these lives are all public. And so, yeah, join us. Join us. All right, I'm just continuing to shuffle. Now, here's what I'm asking members. I know it's not many of you here, but it doesn't matter. I want to know your opinion. As a members only live, not tarot readings, I would like to do, well, it can be tarot readings, but I was thinking of a manifestation session. Now, that is my first, my number one on my list, doing it like a once a month members only manifestation session. But if you have other ideas, if you would like to do something else as a community, right? Not individual tarot readings, that we already do. What else would you like as a community coming together with energies? What else would you like? All right, and one more shuffle, and then we're good to go. One more. You would like the manifestation? Oh, you figured it out? North Node readings. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's true. You had asked me that already. Okay. North Node readings. What else, guys? Order of entry into live chat. Got it. Okay. All right. Okay, North Node readings, manifestation, anything else? Those are going to be members only. I'll probably put a poll up, guys. All right. So it's the order within you. Okay. Well, you all have crowns because you are all royal, regal. You are all regal to me, so you all have crowns. That. All right, I'm putting these up. It's essentially so I can backtrack in the chat if I need. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, remember in caps with your zodiac sign. I don't know if Tracy's still here. All right, let's see. All right, what do we have? We have Kevin, Virgo. What do you have for Kevin? Put your question in, Tracy, if you want a reading. My relationship. What is the zodiac sign of EHC, Kevin, if you have it? Where does that bring us? Is that Taurus? I believe that's Taurus. Hold on. Yeah, Taurus, Aries, Taurus. Okay. All right, Gemma. Aries. Okay, so Gemma, we'll pull two from two different decks. See this week or prior. All right, and three. Hi, Lucia. So Tracy, did you put your question in? I didn't see your question, Tracy. I'll put Tracy 3. I don't know if it's a general or not. Let me know, Tracy, if it's Scorpio general. Lucia, number 4. Lucia. Scorpio, you said you would go into... Oh, yes, I did. Ugh, I forgot. Can you... Well, we'll do it again, but it was a general energy, right? Because I don't remember it. Sometimes I do not remember readings at all. It might come back to me. It usually comes back to me when I start reading again for someone. So I'll just see what we got, because it was a little complicated, right? Okay, so Scorpio general. Sorry, Tracy. Yeah. We'll see what we have, Tracy. We'll see what the energies are. Yeah, we'll see what we have. If it, yeah, now I remember. It was a little all over the place. I remember. No worries, Gemily. Lucia, put your question in. Yes, there is, Lucia. Okay, I'll put Lucia number 4. I don't know what your question is. Lucia, if you come back in the chat. Okay, Gemini career. Got it. Thank you. We'll see what we have, Tracy. All right, so 1 Kevin, 2 Gemily, 3 Tracy, 4 Lucia. If anybody pops in the chat and you guys are in there, just let them know that there is room for readings. And we'll take it from there. All right, let's see what we got. Kevin with our Taurus. Thank you, Kevin. Yes, hit the like button, guys. It's at 0. Hit the like button. Hit the hype button as well. Guys, did you see the hype button? You can hype the channel or hype a video so it goes further in the algorithm. Please hit the hype button on your... I think you can do it for only one video. I'm not quite sure. Hit the like button and hit the hype button maybe on your weekly money and career reading. Apparently it helps to push out the video further in the algorithm. So yeah, I'm not sure how it works, but you can hype videos. So if you have that available on your phone, I don't know if it's available on the, I think it's only available on the phone, but I'm not quite sure. So you can hype your video, your weekly money and career reading. So it pushes it further. All right, let's see what we have for Kevin. And anyone watching? Oh, we're down to 4 watching, so. I just lost a bunch. So maybe you're going to hype. 4 watching. All right, here we go, Kevin. Virgo. What will be the nature of Kevin's relationship with EHC Taurus in the future? Taurus, Aries cusp. What will be the nature of the relationship between Kevin Virgo and EHC. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Hype and like. Thank you so much for being here on a Monday. All right, what is the nature of the relationship in the future between Kevin Virgo and EHC? What messages do we have? What energies do we have going further in this relationship with EHC, with Kevin? What energies do we have? How are we moving forward here in the future with EHC for Kevin? How is Kevin moving forward with EHC in the future? What do we have? What are the energies here? Okay. What are the messages here we have for, nope, not that one. What are the messages here for Kevin, between Kevin and EHC? How is this moving forward? How is this moving forward? How is this moving forward? How is this relationship moving forward for Kevin Virgo? Okay. Well, I see a real connection there. I see a real attraction, a real passion, a real connection. I feel like with this Page of Swords, I feel like here there's someone that's overly cautious, right? Someone that's still learning about the other one, still learning about the situation, still wanting to, but it's like mentally, right? This is a mindset of wanting to learn about the other and still overly cautious of any engagement mentally in this relationship with this Page of Swords. We do have the Four of Wands, which tells me that there's joy. There is the desire of commitment. Family is very important. It feels like it's a love, if it's a love connection, that it sort of feels like home and that it's shared openly like that, but mentally there is still caution there. Five of Wands. Is there rivalry? Are there other people around? Is there tension if there is, too many people around, or too many people involved, or too many people wanting to sort of chime in with this Ten of Wands? Or someone feels like they're carrying the weight or responsibility, or someone feels like they're giving too much. So is there an equal give and take, right? There's a certain frustration there with the Four of Cups. So is someone giving too much? Is someone sacrificing too much? it feels like one, and we'll pull more cards. Someone is taking a little bit, you know, this relationship for granted, and or maybe struggling to feel satisfied with what is being offered, liking more or not liking. Okay, let's see what this is all about. All right, let's see what there's attraction there, right? So what is why do we have the Ten of Wands here? What is feeling heavy on the shoulders? Who is feeling like that way with the Ten of Wands? It feels like, yeah, either one is sacrificing too much, one is giving more than the other, one is sort of taking for granted, or one is wanting more, or to move more rapidly on these energies. Ten of Wands. Why do we have the Ten of Wands? Why is it heavy on the shoulders here for someone? Who is the one that feels like this is heavy sometimes? There they are, Aries, Leo, Sag, coming up as Aries. Yeah, moving into smoother waters. Okay, so it feels like they feel like it's a little heavy or on their shoulders sometimes. That's a lot of cards. Am I taking all this? No. Okay. One more card on the King of Wands, please. Chardon, I see you. I'll put your question down. You'll be number 5. Why are they? But they're gonna. Okay, so they're in their mind. It's them. They're in their mind, and in their mind, they're still cautious. They don't want to sacrifice. They're not completely in there. There's attraction there. There's emotions. There's energies. Maybe they've opened their heart, but have they opened their mind? Is their mind there completely? It feels like there's something that's sort of burdensome for them. It's a mindset. I don't think it's an emotional energy. It's a mindset energy. But it feels like, yeah. They have something that they need to let go. They need to let go before they can completely feel satisfied or feel comfortable or in the right place mentally. I feel like it's really mentally. One more card on the Death card, please. They have to let go something. They have to let go of something. And that thing in their mind, whatever they're thinking, whatever happened, whatever they felt, whatever, you know, we all have baggage. We all have baggage that we drag on with us. It feels like, yeah, I'm getting the Four of Cups again. Not enough. Not enough. Yeah, so the mindset, so either they take things for granted or maybe they're struggling to feel satisfied with what's being offered. You know, it's not enough, okay? But I feel like this not enough feels like something that they have been carrying from preceding energies. Two of Wands, communication. Okay, and there's a hesitation in planning, but at the same time, they have this certain desire, but at a distance, right? They think of you at a distance, imagining what a connection could become or what this all can become. Maybe that's you, right? But there's hesitation in planning. One more card, please. So how is it moving forward in the future? Let's see. They're there. but there's hesitation there in their mind. I don't think it's in the emotion, right? In their mind. How it's like questioning. What is it going to look like? What is this question going to look like? What is this relationship going to look like? Wait, let me change cards. And we have the Page of Swords, so they're still at that beginning learning to discover process. Yes, yeah, here we go again. Feeling stuck that it's not enough. Not enough. What are the options? Six of Swords, right? So we have double Six of Swords, which tells me that they're moving on from pain. And I believe they have had pain in the past in a relationship. And that is what they have as baggage dragging with them. And I feel like, you know, with the Six of Swords, they have to leave. Either they left a turbulent relationship, or they're healing after a difficult period with someone, right? There's a transition to calmer waters, but it takes time. It takes time with this Eight of Swords, right? They felt trapped. They felt powerless. It was difficult. Self-doubt and fear. And I think they're still in this energy of, you know, healing, understanding, and letting go. That's why they have the Page. Beginner's energy, very beginning, and difficult to open up, difficult to trust, difficult to really put all their mind in a relationship. One more card on the, that's why we have the Four of Cups. Not, you know, it's not, are they able to embrace? One more card, please, on, okay. They're coming out as Taurus as well. Yeah. Taurus, Aries, heavy Taurus now with this Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like there's, I think like if things are a little hesitative, I don't think we say that, or they're at a distance, or you're trying to figure them out, or they feel at one, you know, this burden. So we have the Ten of Wands, feeling that burden on their shoulders, trying to heal from past energies, relationship, and right here we have there. I feel like it's a promising connection. It's a promising connection with long-term potential. But it's a relationship that has to start with intention and care and healing. And that is why maybe they're at a little distant. Maybe that is why sometimes you're wondering, maybe that is why things don't flow maybe in a very natural way. And sometimes they're hesitant, cautious, or at a distance. And I feel like here, it all starts with intention and care. There's the distance again, right? With the Seven of Wands. On the defense, setting those boundaries. This all comes from the past relationship that was difficult, where they felt stuck and bound. There's this defensiveness here again, right? Needing to prove, needing to stand their ground, fighting for affection, right? And here we have, again, the Ten of Wands. I'm going to leave it at that. We can do another one further down the road to see where they're at, but this is what I have so far. Nurturing and care, intention and care, most important. All right, moving, let me just pop, you're welcome, Kevin. Let me just pop Chardon in. Leo General. Okay. Chardon, you're number 5. Okay. You're welcome, Kevin. Okay. Number 2 is Gemma Lee. Number 3, Tracy. Number 4, Lucia. And number 5, Chardon. Okay. Remember to hit the like button, guys. I need a push button to say that. Hi, Elro. You made it. Of course I can squeeze you in. You'll be number 6. Just pop your question in. I'm putting you number 6. Pop your question in, Elro. Oh, well, Elro, you know how it works, the hype button. Hi. The hype button, right? Are you allowed to hype more than one video, or if it's one a week, or I don't know how it works. I saw it once and then I didn't see it again. Is it only on the phone? The hype button? You have more information. Probably so much better than me at all this. All right, moving on to Gemma Lee number 2. I just need to shuffle the cards. Gemma Lee, give me one moment. Nice have you, Alro. Linda. All right, Gemma Lee. Oh, yes, Gemma Lee. I'm going to pull from 2 different. Yes, you can hype multiple videos, but then they have a limit. Oh, yes, you can only hype, right? Oh, you can only hype 3 or something. I don't know. I have to go back to that. But yeah, something like, you're right. But is it you hype it and you only have 3 and that's it? Or is it per month, or is it just that's it? You can only hype. I'm confused. Way too much information. You're welcome, Elro. Just pop your question in. And thank you again for yesterday, guys. I don't know if Kevin is still here, but Elro and Kevin, thank you so much for being my wingmen yesterday to pull me through the long live. Thank you so much for that. Gratitude, really gratitude to each and every one. Okay. But how do you get the points? I'm so confused. Because I tried to go hype on other channels to figure out how it worked and I couldn't find it. I guess it only on the phone? Probably only on the phone. All right, Gemma, let me just shuffle the other deck because I would like to pull from 2 different decks for you. All right. All right, let's see. Gemma Lee, I'm going to do one. I'm going to pull one card on, is the job offer going to come from the prior application or the new one from this week? So this one is prior application, and this one is the new from this week. All right, so here we go. Will Gemma Lee get a job offer from prior applications? One card for potential job offer from prior applications, please. One card. 10 of Cups. Okay. One more card, maybe? All of this? Okay. All right. And then can I get one card for the potential job offer from the new one from this week, the new application from this week? What is the energy for the new application from this week? Potential job offer from the new application from this week. New application from this week. Nope. Potential job offer from the new application from this week. There you are. New application from this week. One more card. New potential. Ooh, okay. All right. Well, let's do the first one. Those just flew out. All right, we have the 10 of Cups. Family first. Family first. That is what is important for you in your mind right now. Family first. That came up separate, generally. The 10 of Cups. I feel like the prior applications here with this 10 of Cups. So first and foremost, thinking of, family, financial stability, long-term, to support harmony in the family. Okay. Now here we have the 7 of Swords. Not a trustworthy card, the 7 of Swords. That's either, hidden financial risk or deception. It looks like for the prior applications, they're not particularly transparent, and I think you need another strategy or redirect your strategy for the applications or different applications. I'll pull one more card on this. Although I feel like the delays are over, there's a learning process there. And I believe these energies came up prior with the learning process. Stay curious. Use other strategies. Use new ideas. Ask a lot of questions. Stay curious about contracts. Stay curious about other type of jobs. Research. You need more research. Need to tap into different things. And then we have the Strength card here telling me that even if there are obstacles, right? Use patience, calm, stay calm. I feel like here with the Strength card, it requires a lot of self-control and financial patience. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. This over here, prior the prior potential offers or energies from prior applications. Requires a lot of strength. And I think that even though the delays are, the hangman is right side up, which tells me that you're getting out of stagnation and getting out of all these delays. However, again, stay curious on new learning processes and learning something new and doing something new. Stay curious, ask a lot of questions. That's the answer I get on the prior potential opportunities and applications you put in. Over here, on the new one this week, we have this Two of Cups, which tells me that there is either a person you can partner up with, or join other resources, or share resources with someone else, or finding an agreement here, maybe with the current applications or the applications you put in this week. You have the Sun, which is the most beautiful card in the deck for the application this week, and it feels like that puts you in abundance. However, you do have the Devil, which tells me that you're stuck in the same pattern, sort of trapped in the same ways. Right? That sort of financial entrapment, right? It's time to sort of break free from the patterns that you've had up to now. And I know I've said that before. I remember that in certain readings. Once you break free, and you're here right there, right? Once you break free from certain ways, or ways of finding a job, ways of connecting, networking, the strategy to find the job, doing it in a different way, not just online, but searching all kinds of other opportunities, maybe other type of jobs, and maybe be able to do things in a different way. Again, learning process, being curious, putting yourself out there, doing different things. I know not everybody wants to hear that, but that getting out of the pattern, getting out of that hamster wheel of looking for a job the same way all the time, and looking for the same type of jobs the same way all the time, tapping always in the same energies, right? It's important at one point to change the pattern, to get out of that. Once you get out of that, you have the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles, which tells me that you're going to be moving into something much more productive, easier, positive. Your confidence is boosted and the money is coming in. But before that, it's really, really important to break free from, just recognizing that sometimes we're in the same energies and we go over and over and we keep doing the same things. Or maybe they're emotions that are being manipulated, or you feel controlled. That is a possibility as well. Or prioritizing uniquely money and being attached to money, desires, and ego, and being in that same energies round and round and round. Sometimes we have to confront our shadows and sort of break free from illusions. Illusions being, well, there's only one way to get a job. There's only one type of job I want. There's only one energy I can put in that job, and that is all I can do, or that is all I want to do, and there's only one time. I'm giving you an example. For example, I only want to work remote, or I will only do a job that I've done up to now. And I'm going to limit myself to remote and that job, and that's it. And any other opportunities are not for me because that is not what I want, and I don't want to do that. Then you're limiting yourself. So there's the desire and the illusion to keep that one focus and that only one opportunity that will be there. And that's what you want, which is understandable, but at the same time, you're controlling, and you're controlling the narrative to only one possibility. And if you were on the live yesterday where I went on and on and on, it's not me, these are messages, so don't shoot the messenger here. But yesterday I talked about that as well. And obviously these are messages that have to come out because I keep talking about this, and not particularly you, Gemini, but for everyone, that right now we are in shifts, constant shifts. And what you see one day, the next day maybe not. Or what is possible one day, the next day maybe not. Or what seems completely normal and natural way of getting a job or navigating a career, the desires, the talent you have, the expertise, the experience, and all that, what was one day completely normal, natural, well, doesn't exist anymore, or is just not the same energy, right? So those attachments that we have, once you break free from those attachments, and it doesn't mean you have to break free from things, the way you do things or your life. No, it is all in the mind, right? How we move forward and how we perceive, and the way we think we need to do things. It's very difficult for everybody to shift and change and accept that, well, one day it's there and one day it's not, and one day it's red and one day it's blue, and maybe people want more of this or more of that, or maybe now they're new tools and maybe now they don't do that the same way, or maybe they don't want the same type of people, right? All of that. So flexibility is key. I have said that. I say that all the time in all my weekly readings. And once you break free from that energy of one strategy, one way, and I'm not saying that's what you do, but these are the energies that are coming up. Because maybe you have multiple strategies, and maybe you have multiple offers or multiple ways to search and get a job, but the tarot says that energy, you need to break from that and shift your energies to other opportunities and other perspectives. And once you shift, there we go. We have the powerful, positive, constructive, successful, and abundance. And it really brings back that harmony, financial harmony, emotional harmony. Things become more fluid, more clear. Things become more positive, right? That is what I have for you today. So yes, this week's opportunities or missing the word here, applications, much more positive than the ones prior. Absolutely. So maybe you shifted. Maybe this is different this week, because this week's applications, or the recent ones, are much more positive. No, I know none of us can be selective. Remember, these are just... Hi, Daniel. Thank you for stopping by. You have to do errands. That's okay, Tracy. No worries. Not in a place where I can be too selective, except to book for a healthier environment than the past two places. Okay, yeah. But the recent applications, Gemma-Lee, are much more positive, even though it's up to you to sort of break the pattern. It's much more positive than the past ones, for sure. How you doing, Daniel? Beautiful to have you here. Thank you for stopping by. All right. So next is Tracy. Yeah, no worries, Tracy. Tracy, I'm gonna let's do the general reading. Are you still here? I don't know if you're still here, Tracy. I don't remember if you asked me a specific question yesterday or not. I forgot. All right, we'll just do a general reading. If you're here, oh, let me write. Hold on. I have it written down. Hold on. Hold your horses. Let me just double check, Tracy. I do have it here. Oh, got it. Okay. Let me do this. Tracy, I do have the question from yesterday. Thank goodness. All right. So will anything pan out with the recruiter from last week? Oh, yes. Now I got it. Okay. The recruiter from last week. Yeah, that was complicated. And it didn't seem like the person was very honest. Okay, now it's coming back. Okay. All right, Tracy, here we go. Let's tap into the energy again regarding the recruiter from last week, because yes, the energies were a bit all over the place. Okay. All right, Tracy, let's see what we got. So will anything pan out with the recruiter from last week? For Tracy, Scorpio, will anything pan out with the recruiter from last week? There you are. Stay balanced. Stay balanced. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. The Empress. The Hermit. 3 of Swords. And the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So here you are, calm, balanced, happy with a choice you're making. Okay. So I feel like with the 3 of Swords, there is disappointment, or you left something, right? There's a financial disappointment here, or a bad deal, or broken trust, and you're rethinking everything. Very committed, hardworking, and you do have the 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like here you are gaining financial independence. I don't see an offer. I do see you gaining financial independence. And with the Empress, sorry, being very very creative. You're creating something with an idea, growing an idea. Okay, so yes, you have to dive deep. Yes, you have to figure things out. Yes, this is a new path. You're the only one with the answer. You're the only one that's going to make the choices. Free will, right? But it feels like you have been disappointed in a job. Yes, you're getting the 10 of, you're going from the 10. So there's money coming in. Tracy, there's money coming in from a choice that you're making that you're going to be comfortable with, and you're going to be financially, it feels like you're financially independent and happy to be financially independent. Well, what is the Empress? Because it's almost like you are very independent, and very independent in your creativity, in your ideas. Are you developing something? Do you have an idea? Is this something that you want to develop? Willpower, calm, patience. Okay, what do we have on the Empress? What is Tracy creating? What is this new energy, creative energy? Open your heart, nurture yourself, take care of yourself. There's an offer there with the Page of Pentacles. Small offer, beginning, right? Beginning steps with the Page of Pentacles. This is something that that there, it's like you have a new idea and that turns into a new financial goal. New energies, new financial energies, learning. This can be a side hustle. This can be a side hustle that you're transforming, that you're creating, that you're going to start making money on. This can be an idea you're going to start making money on. This can be something you're developing. It's a slow start, though. It's a slow start, but it's solid. But why do we have the Three of Swords? What is it that you're disappointed in? What is it that happened here, or that is happening here with the Three of Swords? Did you start something? Did you start like a side hustle, or did you start developing an idea? Did you do something different? Okay, you're disappointed because of delays and you feel stuck and there's a pause and it's not going anywhere and you don't find solutions. You're not finding, your hands are tied, you don't know what to do. Okay, that's why you're disappointed. But you do have the support of others. You have the support of others. It's almost like you're celebrating getting out of that pause, getting out of those delays. You have the Moon navigating uncertainties, and then you have the Queen of Pentacles being resourceful, being very practical. If this is not you, this is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn around you that's supporting you, that's helping you, by your side, helping you reach that goal, helping you create, helping you make things happen. You're very committed, very hardworking, and this person is supporting you, helping you navigate these uncertainties. One more card on the Moon, please. One more card on the Moon here for Tracy. And then I want one more card on the Page. But one more card on the Moon. Things are evolving. Things are evolving, but you're choosing you're choosing to develop something, or you have an idea that's going to be developed, or you have it feels like a side hustle. It feels like a side hustle. I'm not seeing, it's very competitive. Okay, a lot of people involved, a lot of options. Okay, maybe there are people that you feel are not, yeah. Okay, I feel like, yeah. Okay, so you're disappointed in something. This can be the recruiter, doesn't have to be, but you're disappointed in something. It's giving you anxiety because they're not giving you answers. It's delayed. You're not getting the truth. You're not getting answers. And it's giving you anxiety. And there's a lot of a competition. Honestly, my gut feeling, my intuition here is the recruiter, because baby, that's what we were tapping into yesterday, where they are leading you on. Great personality, great person, all that, but they're not bringing you anything. They're not leading you anywhere. But I do feel like, yeah, there's I feel like this Queen of Pentacles will be the source of solution. You have 2 times the Hermit, which tells me that it's important to tap into your own energies and take time out. Nurture yourself. Take care of yourself. Take time out of the noise of the world, the social media, everybody knows everything on everything. Everybody has an answer for everything. Take time out of the noise, particularly if you're a Scorpio. Tap into your energies. Take the time to listen to your intuition, and you will move forward on your own path. I feel like there is a moment where you are getting an offer, or you are stepping into an energy that is much more creative for you, and it's rewarding for you. It's rewarding for you. Even though it demands a lot of willpower, it's going to be rewarding for you. I'm going to leave it at that. All right. that was Tracy. Moving on to, sorry, I have to come back to my other list. Lucia, and then Chardon. Hi guys. You've been looking for a job for a while? Okay. All right, let's see what's going on, Lucia. For anyone watching, if you're wondering what this is all about, this is a live tarot reading where we come every Monday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, every Sunday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. If you want a reading, you can tap the join membership button and get a tarot reading. And I will be giving a free tarot reading, but I don't think it's going to be today because there's not really many people here. We will do that again Friday. Well, one happy person will get a free tarot reading during lives, and that is part of the free tarot readings that I offer for the magic word that I put in all the weekly readings. But it doesn't seem like there's many people here, so we'll do that. We'll do that Friday again. Absolutely, Daniel. Do you want to ask a question? You'll be number 6, and then I'll probably leave it at 6 because then I have to go back to work. So, Daniel, I'm going to put you number 6 after Chardon. You can leave your question. You can leave your question, and then I'll probably finish at 6. Yeah, I'll probably leave it at that. All right, Lucia, let's see what we have. Put your question in caps, Daniel, just in case I have to go back to see it, to find it. Although there's not that much going on. But just put it in caps with your sun sign, your Taurus, right? All right, Lucia. Gemini career. What do we have for Lucia? What energies do we have? All right. Lucia, Gemini career. Just shuffle this. Oh, relationship. Okay, got it. All right, Daniel. We'll see what comes in. All right, what do we have here for Lucia, Gemini career? What do we have for Lucia? Looking for a job. What energies can we give her for this job? Search. What energies for Lucia for this job search? Career, money. What messages can we give Lucia for her job search? A lot of people looking for jobs. A lot of people. Love and light to everyone. Positive energies for everyone, okay? Keep going. Keep going. It is not easy. Don't feel alone. We're all in this together, guys, okay? Do not feel alone. Just know that we're here. Just know that we are here with positive energies pushing you forward. It is not easy right now. All right, Lucia. Love and light to everybody looking for a job right now or in difficulty financially. Sending positive light to everybody. All right. Lucia, Gemini, career. What do we have for Lucia? What are the messages for Lucia in search of a job? What can we tell Lucia? What are the messages for the job, money, career? What do we need to know? What is the message here? Gemini, Lucia. This Nine of Pentacles keeps coming. No, not that. Okay, sorry, Lucia. Give me one moment to shuffle. Sometimes it's just not the cards. Not the right energy coming out. Lucia. Lucia. Gemini, career. Lucia, Gemini, career. What do we have for Lucia, Gemini, career? In her job search. Come on, let's give her messages, please. Hi, Shirley Martin. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. Beautiful to have you here. All right, here we go. Lucia. Lucia, Gemini, career. What messages do we have? Two of Wands. Okay. Lucia, Gemini, career. What messages do we have? Seven of Pentacles, Temperance. Awesome, UK, awesome. All right, bear with me as I focus on the cards, guys. If I'm not in the chat or reacting on the chat, it is because I'm focused on the cards, okay, on the reading. All right, Two of Wands. You're planning something. You're preparing something. This is your next move. This is your next move, Lucia. So planning your next move, or there's a financial decision you have to make regarding expanding, relocating, or investing. It's something that you've been waiting for. It is something that is taking time, that requires a lot of patience here. With the Seven of Pentacles, you're waiting for financial results. You're waiting for results. It's taking time. Okay, but it's also a pause, and we have double pause here with Temperance that tells me that this is a pause also to reassess, you know, what is working for you regarding money, financial results, and why is it taking so much time. There's a pause with the Temperance here, needing to find balance, blend sources of income, balance, patience, Queen of Cups, listening, empathy. Things are moving slowly. I can see things are moving slowly with the Knight of Pentacles. But I feel like you're committing to something here with the Knight of Pentacles. There's something slow coming in, clearly, right? Obviously. But I feel like there's something. Okay, so one committing to financial planning and saving and budgeting and changing financial habits. But 2, committed to something slowly, right? Savings. Okay, so what is the 2 of Wands? What is this next move? Because with the 2 of Wands, we have your next career move that's already in the works. No, I need 1 card. Why do we have the 2 of Wands? What is Lucia working on right now? What is she going to be progressing on right now? What is she planning right now? Communicating on? This is your next career move here with the 2 of Wands. So what is Lucia planning on here? No, there's too many cards here. So give me 1 card on the 2 of Wands here for Lucia. What is she planning on? What is moving forward? I know it's stagnating. I know there's a pause. I know it's taking a while. I know she has to listen. Justice. Okay, so you're planning on a decision. There's a decision that you're making. There's something that's not balanced. There's something that's not fair. There's a decision. You're waiting for the result of a decision. Are you waiting for the result of justice, courts, or a decision that needs to be made in a very, very factual way? Yes, all about facts. You're getting an answer, you're getting clarity, or you have to address the issue with facts. Reality, facts, no emotion in there. No emotion in there. Justice is a moment where things need to be readjusted. So this is about a truth or accountability, financial accountability, and finding that balance. You know, it's the law of cause and effect. Whatever you put out there is going to come back to you. So this is about seeing the truth, examining all the facts of the decision without emotions, and seeing clear on a financial situation, on a career situation here, and being very objective and making a decision. You're juggling a lot, you're multitasking, you're waiting for clarity or conversation or truths or a very truthful conversation regarding something or a decision. Things need to be balanced. So consider what is not balanced right now. Consider what is the truth that has to come out. What is the clarity that has to come out? What is it that you haven't addressed yet? What is it that needs to be addressed right now within this career situation, financial situation? 1 more card here. Adaptability. Adaptability. Again, I'm coming to adaptability. Stay adaptable. Stay adaptable. There's a decision that's made. You're making a decision, or justice is making a decision. Yeah, disagreements, conflict. Standing your ground. Gemini. This is you, Gemini, standing your ground, taking charge, remaining calm. Lots of cards popping out. I'm going to change decks. What are you moving forward on? So the 2 of Wands here, for this next move to happen in your career, there needs to be a justice call. There needs to be a decision to bring back balance. Justice is basically putting everything in perspective and bringing back balance where it needs to be balanced. So if you have to balance your finances, there's going to be a decision regarding finances. If there needs to be a balanced emotional balance or balance between people, communication, or fairness, or people that have been not very honest, there's going to be a decision on that. Seems like there's a conflict there. Seems like there's a lot of people involved here. There's a decision on that. You're standing your ground. You've been waiting for money. You've been waiting for results. You've been waiting patiently for an answer. It's going to come in, but justice has to chime in first. I'm sorry if it's a little all over the place, Lucia. But it seems like there's a lot going on. All right, let's see what the Knight of Pentacles is all about. And it's a slow movement, right? These are all energies that are moving slow because the pause is there to be able to realign with the right energies. And until this situation is not solved or not responded to or not decided upon or not addressed, then it's not going to move forward. Whether it's a conflict of interest, yeah, there's the disappointment there. I'm in the same energies. I keep getting the same energies here. Focus on your assets. Focus on your assets. Focus on your assets. One card on the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, that keeps popping. Everything keeps popping out. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, moving forward, committed, planning, strategizing, step by step. Take your time. You have to plan this out. Again, I'm getting detach yourself emotionally, facts only, stick to the facts. No, you have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Right? This is you. Stick to the facts. Okay, so there's something new coming in. There's something new coming in. So I'm getting these two different energies. You're starting something new, new job, new development. There's a breakthrough there. There's an offer there. Definitely starting something new. But you do have to address the issue over here with justice, whether you're making a decision or someone else is making a decision regarding this financial situation or this money you're waiting for or this it's a lot. It feels like you're standing your ground on something. You're remaining calm, but you have to stick to the facts. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's someone there. There's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn there regarding this situation. There's a Scorpio, Libra, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, and here you are. We have two kings and a queen. So is there a financial situation, financial disagreement or conflict, or maybe competing with these other people regarding a job or regarding a financial situation? Justice is being served there. You will get a fair answer, a fair result. Whatever is fair to you will be addressed with you. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Lot going on here. A lot going on. There is a movement forward on a new offer coming in. But there's a lot of people involved in all these energies. A lot of people involved. I'm going to leave it at that, Lucia. That's what I have. Apologies if it seems a little all over the place. Sometimes there are energies that are easier to read than others. But I mean, that's what I have. That's what I have. So I have two really distinct different energies on the new job offer. And then on whatever has to be addressed financially. With other people. All right. Moving on to Chardon, Leo, General. Yes, Chardon, Leo, General. Chardon, Leo, General. And then it's going to be Daniel. And Daniel, you just want, not just want, but love reading, relationship reading. See who's coming in. All right. Let me shuffle the cards and then moving on to Chardon, number 5, and Daniel, number 6. I hope it makes sense to you, Lucia. I just read the cards. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay. Let's see what we have for Chardon, Leo, General. and then moving on to Daniel, and we will close the session because I do have to go to work. You're welcome, Daniel. You're so welcome. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. Now yes, I remember. I mean, I remember the energies. All right, Chardon, what do we have for Chardon? General reading here for Leo. Chardon, general reading. All right, here we go. What do we have for Chardon? General reading, Leo. What do we have for Chardon? What messages do we have for Chardon? A general reading for Chardon, please. Leo. General reading for Chardon. Guys, did you vote for your zodiac sign for the deep dive? I'm going to do 2 deep dives this week. I need to know which ones I'm gonna do, and so I did a members only poll. So if you haven't for all the members here, if you haven't voted yet, vote for your sign if that's what you want, or your sun, moon, rising. I put a poll up. All right, Chardon, what do we have? Chardon, Leo, general. What energies do we have for Chardon? Leo. Six of Swords. Ooh, moving out of financial difficulties, moving into smoother waters. Love it. Finding clarity, Chardon. You've been hanging, waiting, delayed, paused. You're getting clarity. You're getting the truth. You're getting an answer. New direction. Ooh, look at that. Wheel of Fortune. So, yes, we have these energies, these dual energies. Stuck, moving, clarity, stuck, moving, stuck, right? So it feels like you want to stay in control. You are in control of the situation with this Four of Pentacles. It can be saving your money, being very close to your finances, needing to be in control, holding on tightly to money, right? Fear of loss. Don't let money rule you, and you uniquely money rule you, okay? This is with this Four of Pentacles. There's also a sort of feeling of overprotectiveness of an idea or a belief system, a little rigidity there, right? Very conservative, very rigid on an idea, or very rigid on your finances. Not a bad idea, but they're very controlling. Okay, so whatever's been stuck, or the answer you're waiting for, the delays, or you're getting clarity on a new direction, there's a breakthrough. There's a real breakthrough. There's a mental breakthrough here on a truth, or something revealed, or your decision is becoming very clear. There's an awakening here on this new path, or on this decision you have to make, or on this truth that's coming in. Very clear. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me that now it's moving forward. Whatever's been blocked is now going to be moving forward. I don't think this was in your control. There's a real change here. There's a real shift. It's faded. Luck is at play, right? It can be sudden. It can be sudden. It feels like it's suddenly moving forward after delays. Whatever you're waiting for, we'll pull a couple of cards on that. But the Wheel of Fortune is now pushing you forward into synchronicities. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is also understanding that some forces are beyond your control, but you're still hanging tight. You want control. You want to make sure you're in control, right? There's a lot of control energies here. It keeps coming up. It keeps coming up. But the Wheel of Fortune shows us, right, that, you know, some things they're not exactly not in our control, and so the way we perceive and adapt to them is a conscious choice. And learning to accept and sort of coexist with uncertainty, or coexist with things that we can't control, right? And accepting change, accepting chaos, accepting things that are different, adapting back to these messages that I keep putting out all the time, right? It keep coming back out. Stay flexible. You're moving forward. Flexibility will be rewarding here. There's a pivot time. There's a change here. Make sure you adjust. There's a moment of adjusting, not justice, of adjusting, and learning from change, and not resisting. Resilience is key here. And Wheel of Fortune is really about accepting the change and then moving forward into something that might be different. It's meant to happen. Change is meant to happen. This shift is meant to happen. It's forces outside of your control. So this can be an unexpected opportunity. It's a good time to be open to change, new possibilities, new opportunities. You're in the right direction. The Wheel of Fortune is getting you out. The shift and the sun movement is getting you out of stagnation, or a pause, or a delay, and it's putting you in the right direction. But yes, things are in a state of flux constantly, in a state of change, and changes are inevitable. But it brings you to a lucky break, right? It brings you to an opportunity, maybe out of nowhere, maybe out of your comfort zone, maybe something you're not expecting, and it's pushing you into synchronicities, right? Meeting the right people at the right time. This is a new direction. This is a moment of breakthrough, pushing you in a new direction. All right, what is this Wheel of Fortune all about? No, what is the Ace of Swords all about first? This new direction, this clarity, this breakthrough, this truth, whatever it is. What is this truth all about? Willpower, again, control. There's nothing you can't handle. Disappointment. Okay, so you've had disappointment, you've been deceived, or something didn't work the way you wanted, or it wasn't enough, or it didn't happen the way you wanted, and you feel depleted, you feel disappointed. Focus on your assets. Focus on what you still have. Don't focus on what you didn't get or what you don't have. And I say that all the time. If you focus on that thing you didn't get, that job you didn't get, or that opportunity that passed you by, or that promotion that passed you by, or that connection, that person that was supposed to help you out and they didn't, or whatever it is. We have disappointments all the time, and we trust people and then things don't happen. Whatever it is, don't focus, don't remain in that energy. There we go. There we go. We have the Queen of Cups. Open up to creativity. Listen, open yourself up to listening, to learning, to nurture your ideas, nurture financial decisions, balance everything with care, balance your savings, balance your finances, and listen. There's a lot of empathy and listening and creativity that is bringing you to a new opportunity here. Powerful, powerful new opportunity. There's a green light here. There's something starting. One more card on this Wheel of Fortune, please, for Chardon, Leo. Oh, yeah. Well, here you are, Leo, right? Strength card. There you are in all your glory. It's moving forward. It's shifting. Look at that. Look at that. Well, is there a relationship? I don't feel like it's a relationship, though. I don't feel like this is something very creative. The joy of creating, the joy of being with these people, or the joy of doing this. It's not just about profit. It's profit. It's not just about money. This is about the joy of creating, or the joy of doing this, whatever it is, connecting with these people, creating, doing this job. It's not just about profit. All right, one more card here on the the disappointment keeps come up, but you're committed. I think that's disappointment in a job, or disappointment in, you know, in a work environment. But you're moving towards something it doesn't have to be completely different, but you're finding clarity on a new direction, and it's pushing you forward to other opportunities. So expect opportunities out of nowhere, but also expect a little chaos and change and adaptability. That's what I have for you, Chardon. And now moving on to Daniel. Hi, super of fact. Welcome, welcome. Beautiful to have you here. Zodiac magic word. Oh, I think I probably didn't say it correctly on the title. The Zodiac, the magic word on the Oh, Elro, what happened? Where were you? Oh, goodness. I didn't get your question, or did you? Oh, sorry about that, Elro. Where are you? Oh, goodness, I am so sorry. All right, I'm going to put you now, Elro. I'm putting you before Daniel. Sorry about that. I don't know. I said, say, my bad, Elro. I have your question. Sag. Sorry about that. Is it in my best interest to sell and move from my apartment? See, I didn't even see that. I did not see it. So it probably went by when I was reading. So I apologize for that. Is it in my best interest to sell and move from my apartment? Okay, sell or move. Or fix it up. Okay, let's do it now. See? I'm getting old. All right, so I'm going to do Elro. Sorry, Daniel. I'm going to do Elro because I forgot Elro. That's not okay. And then Daniel, and then we're closing the session because I'm going to have to go to work. Yeah, I did. I totally missed it. Yes. No, I didn't even see it because I didn't even... Now that I read the question, I don't remember seeing it. So there we go. All good. All good. I did not see that question at all. It just passed by. It's not like it's hectic in the chat, so I don't know how I didn't see it. It's not like it's buzzing around like yesterday, right? So there's no reason I didn't see it, but I didn't see it. All right. All right, so let's do Elro, Sag, and then moving on to Daniel, and we'll close it with Daniel. All right. Daniel, you good? Sorry about that. That's okay. Daniel, you'll be okay. Plus, guys, you can always come, you know, you come back to your readings. Watch them anytime. I leave all the lives up. So, probably, Elro. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Well, you know me by now. All right. Here we go, Elro. So, wait, no. I need to shuffle a little bit more because I need to use 2 decks here. So, we're gonna do sell and move or fix it up. Yeah, Daniel's fine, right? All right, Elro. Right, give me one moment. Let me just shuffle this deck. All right, let's see what we have for Linda. Sag, sell, and move, or fix it up. So I'm going to do one. Here, I'm going to start with this. I'm going to start with this deck. I'm going to do on the left, sell or move, sell and move, sell and move, and then, oh my goodness, these cards, sell and move on the left, please. Sell and move on the left for Elro, Sagittarius. What to do? What's the best energy for Elro right now on her house? Give me one card for sell and move. Is it best to sell and move or fix it up? One card for sell and move, her house. One card for the energy to sell and move, Judgment. That wanted to come out earlier. Is there another card? Okay, I'm going to leave it at that there. And then one card for fix it up. No. Give me one moment. Give me one card for fix it up for Elro, please. One card for fixing up. One card for fixing up. Should she fix it up? Should Elro fix it up? Wow, you get 2 major arcana. Interesting. All right, so I need to clarify. All right, on the sell and move, we have the Judgment. Why do we have the Judgment? Wow, okay. Very interesting. Selling and moving gives you a sense of freedom, a real sense of freedom. to go and do whatever you want and explore other opportunities, and you know, trusting yourself on a new path and new opportunities. And it's a new direction for you. It would be a complete new direction for you, and it would really, really move these energies forward that have been stagnating, that have not been moving very fast. Here with the Wheel of Fortune, suddenly the things are moving forward. Suddenly things are moving forward. A bit chaotic, but you know, I don't think that it feels like this is not completely in your control. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's faded. This is faded. So again, free will, right? These are just cards. Free will, free choice. Remember, it's all about you. It's all about your decisions. The cards just give you energies, and then you make do whatever you want with the energies. Selling the house and moving gives you a sense of freedom and puts you in a whole new direction. Gives you a lot of clarity, but gives you a lot of chaos because it's a big change, and you're going to have to adapt to something new. However, we do have the judgment, and the judgment tells me that there's a lot of healing involved, a lot of cleansing and purging, forgiving yourself, forgiving others. This is a big decision. This is an awakening for you. It's much more than just a house. It's your life. It's your soul. This is who you are. So the judgment here is, if you sell it, it's an awakening. It's an awakening to evolve, and it means that it's time to evolve, and it's time to embrace a new journey, embrace a new direction, a new life, a new way of living, and recognizing maybe also that patterns in your life that need to be healed with the change will be healed. It calls for a lot of forgiveness, both yourself and others, right? Big, big healing process, healing of the soul from the weight from the past mistakes, people, relationships, connections, family energies, right? Really releasing all the negative karma so you can evolve and start fresh. So here are the energies, huge, huge energies, 1, 2, 3 major arcana on the sell and move. It is a release for you to be able to start fresh. Now over here on the fixing up with the Hierophant, do you want to go on this sort of traditional experience, spiritual growth, but sticking to the traditions, something more, let's say, more disciplined, more formal, grounding yourself in wisdom, respecting traditions, respecting, when I say traditions, this is family traditions, family ties, family connections, your roots. That's what this is all about. Sticking to your roots and sticking to almost like I'm surprised we don't have the High Priestess, your family roots. All right, what do we have on the Hierophant here? Wow. I mean, both, I can understand why you're asking this question, because it feels like you haven't made a decision yet. Although we have the World card here, which tells me that there's a success. There's a new cycle coming in. So if you fix it up, you're getting into this new cycle. You're accepting a new cycle. understanding that something is coming full circle. But there's a lot of learning, a lot of reflection, a lot of, you know, all your thoughts will be coming together just so everything fits. You have victory over that, over thinking things out and seeing the big picture. This is about the big picture. So you're thinking of this a lot. There's this idea that's traveling. You're questioning this. You want this to be part of something bigger. You want this house to have a purpose. You want this is your place. But you want to see this. Either you think you're part of something bigger, a bigger pattern, bigger socially, professionally, culturally, and that if this house is yours, it has to be part of something bigger and move into a cycle, a complete new cycle with this house, evolving, right, to something different. So if you do fix it up, you're making it, it's almost like you're making it something new, obviously, but it's a soul energy. It's not just fixing up a house, it's a soul energy. It's much more than that. And with the Hierophant, you know, when is tradition, here you go. When is tradition, house, family, this is yours, these are your roots, this is your connection, this is what it's all about. But when is that, if you're asking yourself the question still, what can you get from others and other people's advice, other people's guidance, family, energies, other people, friends, and then what must you think for yourself? And when is tradition a source of clarity? And when is tradition become a constraint? Is this clarity for you to fix up this house? Or is it going to become a constraint? When do you follow the tradition and anchor yourself in this tradition? Or when do you reform and take on a new path? That is really, really the root of the decision here. I have two positive readings here. Two positive readings. But I'm anchoring you in your energies right now, Ro. How you are thinking. Seeking guidance for the fixer-upper. But is it going to be a source of clarity for you? Is it going to be a source of joy? Is this going to be a source of light energy and anchoring yourself in a new joyful space, bringing you up in a much lighter energy? Or is it going to give you constraint? Is it going to give you constraint? Do you want your freedom? Do you want to go on a new path, knowing that not everything is going to be in your control here to sell it? But it's going to be changed, might be a little chaotic, but it's a sense of healing. Over here, do you want to follow the traditional path? Is it going to weigh on you? Is it going to become constraintful? Or is it going to be a source of joy and clarity? One card on the, I don't even want to bring more cards because these are your energies. These are your energies right now. And you have major arcana. Major arcana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2 over here. And there's your love. There's the joy and the love. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps. Getting goosebumps, guys. Yeah, there's the joy. The joy over the prophet. The love over the prophet. The love over the prophet. So that's what I have today. A fantastic, powerful reading, Elro. That's what I have. Remember that tarot cards are your energies. Free will, free choice, always. You're welcome, Elro. Fascinating reading, fascinating reading. All right, Daniel. Let's see if we have love coming in for Daniel. And that's going to be the last reading for today. Awesome, Daniel. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for still being here. I don't know who's here, but thank you for being here. All right, let's see what we have for Daniel. What do we have for Daniel in love? No, the other one. Okay. Give me one moment to shuffle. What do we have for Daniel? What do we have for Daniel? What do we have for Daniel? Love energies for Daniel, please. Taurus. Love energies for Daniel, Taurus, please. Love energies for Taurus. Daniel, Taurus, please. What is coming in love for Daniel? What are you? All right, let's see what we have for Daniel. Taurus in love. What love energies do we have coming in for Daniel? Queen of Swords. The Hermit. The love energies for Daniel. Taurus. Eight of Wands. Ace of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Someone very wise, very independent. Ooh, we have the Queen of Pentacles. There you are, Daniel, and the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. All right, so I feel like here There's a very nurturing energy on your part. Very nurturing, very practical. Taurus, right? Very sincere, but a little cautious. I feel like you're still a little cautious, right? But grounded in curiosity and genuine curiosity and effort here to find love. But so we have the Queen of Swords here. So I feel like there's someone coming in, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, doesn't have to be, but this is someone independent, that values honesty and truth. This can be you, but I feel like, well, let's see. Let's pull another card on this Queen of Swords. Someone that really needs emotional boundaries and that's a little detached. So this can be you that needs those boundaries, that is a little detached these days and thinking your path, thinking what you want, what type of relationship you want, and gaining clarity over that with this Ace of Swords. There's a breakthrough. Okay, so, who is this Queen of Swords? This can be you just having a breakthrough on figuring out, you know, what you want in a relationship, right? But there's a sense of cutting through confusion here. Cutting through confusion. And we do have this Hermit, which tells me that, you know, are you open to love? Are you ready to open up yourself to love with the Hermit? Right? Reflecting, longing, like soul searching. But your solitude brings clarity, and it's a real period of self-discovery here with the Ace of Swords. But something is moving forward with this Eight of Wands. There's communication coming in, or there's all of a sudden communication. Is there communication with this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? It's possible. What is the sun movement here? There's messages coming in here. There's sudden messages coming in. Maybe a little passion here. There's like a whirlwind coming in. Is this with this Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? Who are these messages coming into? Texting, sudden messaging, a lot going on. What is this, wait, hold on. What is this Eight of Wands all about? What is the sun messaging coming in for Daniel, Taurus? Who's messaging Daniel? What are these messages coming in suddenly? No, one card, please. Wait, let me change decks. What is the sun messaging here? Who is this? But you're not trusting, okay? Two of Wands, again, communication. Communication. It's almost like you have the desire, but at a distance. Right? You're thinking about someone, or you're thinking about someone far away, or imagining what a connection could become. Or you're attracted to someone, but hesitating. And you're not trusting yet? Are you not trusting yet? That is possible. One more card on this Two of Wands. It's almost like even if someone starts texting you and there's a connection there, and you know, are you open? Are you going to trust this person? And especially if this person comes in, you know, with a whirlwind of messages, and you know, you're like, I don't know if I trust this person, or am I ready for this? I don't know. All right, let's see. Let's continue. Waiting. Seven of Pentacles. You're reflecting. You're waiting. You're wondering if the relationship is worth all the investment. Is this worth it? I do feel like there's someone communicating. Who is communicating, though? You're just wondering, is this all worth it? Eight of Pentacles. I'm going to pull a card on the Queen of Swords. Maybe it's the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. One more card on the Eight of Wands. Who is texting Daniel, please? Suddenly, but you're not sure. Scorpio. It can be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, but you're like, is it all worth it? You're not sure. You're still uncertain. There's a sudden, there's a sudden movement here. All right, what about the Queen of Swords? Because we also have the Knight of Swords, but that tells me that this is swift. This is coming in rapidly. Messages from someone. You're doubting. What is the Queen of Swords all about? No, why do we have the Queen of Swords? Yeah, there we go. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Love is coming in, but I don't know if you're certain about this, and I don't know if you're certain that this is all worth it. It is a whirlwind. It comes in rapidly. You're uncertain. I'm seeing either Queen of Swords, someone very with a lot of wisdom, someone very matter of fact, straight to the point, not overly emotional. The Queen of Swords, she's very wise, right? And she's very independent. And again, truth over comfort, right? Truth, matter of fact, honesty, integrity is most important, not her. Honesty and integrity above all. And I feel like she's coming in. Interesting. Interesting. Who's this Queen of Cups? Now I'm curious. Who's this Queen of Cups? No, Georgia, I've been on for 2 hours. So no, I'm going to have to, I have to leave in a moment. So no, it's a little too late. I apologize for that, unfortunately, but maybe Friday or next Sunday. Who's this Queen of Cups? No, there's too many cards. Who's this Queen of Cups for Daniel? Wow. Ace of Swords, and so are they two people? Two people. Two people gaining clarity on. So there we have the breakthrough here. We have clarifying a conversation with this Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Doesn't have to be someone, but this is someone more empathic. This is the opposite of the Queen of Swords. You have two opposite energies here. One person very truthful, matter of fact, all about integrity, not liking to be involved too emotionally. And on the other side, you have a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer that is nothing but emotion. Nothing but empathy and emotion. Everything is about emotion. And I feel like there's a breakthrough in understanding maybe in a conversation with this person. And you do have the Ace of Swords here. So you're clarifying something. So there are two energies popping in here. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune on the Queen of Cups. Wow. That is moving forward. There's a change. There's a change of emotions. There's a change of emotions. Unexpected. There's an unexpected love twist here. Destiny may intervene. This is fated with the Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Or starts very matter of fact, no attachments, no emotional attachments, and little by little there's a real emotional connection there. Can be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't really matter about the signs. There's definitely two or one. Either one starts very matter of fact and then little by little engages in more of an emotional connection, or two people. Very different energies. Well, there you go. There you go. Daniel, love is coming in unexpectedly, but you open up, because I don't know if you're completely open up or completely have the desire to go all in, right? And just maybe sometimes you feel like it's a little too much. Possible. You're so welcome, Chardon. Yes, Georgia. Yeah, Friday. Friday or better Sun. Yes, because I have to go now. So thank you everyone for popping in. Thank you so much for being here on this Monday tarot reading. Always beautiful to have you. Thank you for your amazing energy, guys. And thank you so much for supporting this channel. Mean the world to me. Without you, this channel wouldn't exist anymore. So gratitude for your support, and gratitude to each and everyone supporting this channel. Thank you so much. Hi, Samantha. How are you? Thank you for popping in, and thank you for sharing your energies. All right, this concludes this tarot session. Have a great week, everybody. Sending positive energies to all for the week. And I'll see you right back here Friday. And I have to go check out the deep dives. Who's going to get the deep dive? I don't know. You're welcome, guys. Take care.